Well, hello, it's Michelle from Michelle's Ink and Stamp It, and here I am for. I need one of those clacker things from take two. I just recorded this whole video and only half of it was on there. So here we go for round two. Okay, so put this up so it doesn't hit. There we go. Covered my bracelets again. Excuse me. All right, so here's the walkthrough on the journal that I showed you in the last video. This journal was made by Patty Lang, and it is stapled together in the center. When I come to that, I'll show it to you, and I'll show you how you can add more signatures if you want to, or add this to another one. So I have 6 of these, and I'm going to make them all up and decide whether I want to put them in use them as signatures or use them individually. So I will put links below to everybody that I use. I will link their Etsy shops, their YouTube channel, their Facebook channel, whatever they have. I'll link it for you under their name, because with junk journaling, it takes a village. So even though it's called a junk journal, not much of it is junk in my eyes. Some of it gets pretty expensive after a while. I'll share with you the auction sites that I use to get my stuff, and the people that I buy my digitals from. Okay, so this, like I said, is from Patty Lang. She's from Sacred Mementos, and she does a live auction type sale thing throughout the week. I'll leave her, like I said, I'll leave her link below so that you can see it. If you go there and you subscribe to those, be sure to tell her that Michelle sent you. Michele P sent you. Yeah, so here we go. All right. I showed you, this front cover, the cover page, I think she got from Stamperia. Some people call it Stamperia, so whatever you like. I like Stamperia. So inside, I showed you this little pocket before. I don't think I had it adhered down, but I just used some washi tape to strengthen it, glued it down, and I could tuck stuff behind it if I want to. Yeah, so here's the tag, and I showed you before. The little tobacco card I put in here. This was, I went to a quilt shop this weekend, and they had material, little scraps of material, and you could purchase it $5 per pound. She had a little scale so you could weigh it out. Mine only came to like $2 and something cents. So I did that. This is the tag that I showed you before. Was the billhead that I purchased from Britney over at Redeemable Junk Journal Sales. And I love her site. This artist, I love this, and I think I'm going to be using this in most all my journals, different sizes, and because I scanned it, so I have it. This was, I bought a lot of checks from her, a stack about that thick, and it was wrapped in this brown paper. So they're from March 1941. Checks on both banks, it says. So I use that to back it, and I love the feel of it. So this is one of the pages that I showed you before that I did from Roxy's challenge, RoxyCreations. Rachel over at RoxyCreations. So this was from one of hers, this little pocket here, and this is another version of the pocket. This was a tag that I made using some digitals. So I printed on the back side JenofEve's the butterflies, and on this side was Sherry from Studio 2080. And I don't know why you can never get these things back in when you do stuff like this. So, and this was on one of the lots that I had purchased, so I thought that was really cute. I'm going to use it. This is from Lorna Taylor over at Taylor Made Journals. This was a cash book thing that or it's a cash receipt book from the post office from I think it had 40, 41, 42, 43. It might even had 45 in it. So I just tore some of that out. That's all original. This is the combined register of money orders and what they took. So and then this was a thing from Britney over at Redeemable Junk Journal. So these two pieces are original. This is another one of the check. These are digitals that I got, and more of that paper on the back. Like I said, I just love the way it feels and looks. So I showed you this pocket in the other videos. This is from Donna at Twisted Paper Studios. This is Genofeve's. This is some wallpaper. This is some Braille paper that I got from Patty at Sacred Mementos. Backed it with book page. This is another from Sherry over at Studio 2080, and so is this page. And book page here. A little ephemera piece that I had from a Prima pack that I had. So I have a bunch of my, oops, got out the wrong one. Let's see here. I have these little books that I made up, and JenofEve does these books, Roxy does these books. A lot of people do, so you can hold the stuff. Well, I just kind of go through them and see what I can use in them, and put stuff out there. All right, so this was a check that I scanned and shrunk down. This page was part of Patty's. This was part of the journal, so it looks like she sprayed it. Probably coffee dyed it, and probably some Tim Holtz inks sprays. This was a postcard that I got from Britney at Redeemable Junk Journals. This is Tanya Samuels, what I made the pocket out of, the digitals. This was a piece that I bought from Britney. And this was a stamp from Lorna Taylor, some material that I owned. This was from the $5 a pound fabric that I bought. And these are original papers, and so was a magazine, an almanac from 1917, I think. More papers here. Here's another one of those checks that were wrapped in that brown paper. So I like that. And I backed it with some railroad paraphernalia stuff that I bought from Patty Lang. I liked this, so I didn't want to disturb that. So I just left that way. This is a tag that's on one of the digitals from JenofEve. And again, I will leave all those links below. Here's some more originals that I bought. This is a book page that came in one of the packets that I bought from Patty Lang. This is a jelly print that I did. This is like a little journaling card here. And it just has all kinds of originals on it. This is a digital and this is a digital, but I think everything else is original. Yeah. So I just have it tucked behind that paper clip. This is part of the pocket, which can go up. It's not adhered to anything. This is a tag that I showed you from before. In the last video. I ended up just putting this page in here so that whoever got the journal could put this page wherever they wanted it. So it's just paper clipped in here on this page. And then this is a pocket that opens up. So you could still use all your paper for journaling. The tags, you can journal on both sides of the tag. There you go. And I like those receipt received things, the stamps that are on most of them. This was a card that I just, that was in one of the lots that I bought from Britney. And I just folded it in two and glued it together, so that made a real stiff card, and then added music paper. And this was a sample page that was in one of the lots that I bought from a company. So here's the center. Patty had, when she made these journals, she used a stapler. I have a saddle stapler that does that too, so it long reaches over so you can get it in the middle and staple, which is really nice. And so if you want to put these in a journal, you can use the elastic band method and then slip them in, and you can put as many signatures as you want. Or you could just use it like this as is. So I showed you these pockets before, but I didn't have anything in them. So more of that cash receipt from the post office and here, and then just some digitals and some book page. And here, same thing. I just cut it was a long card that I put it on, and I just cut it in half. So there's that. And tags. This is some of that fabric that I bought for the $5, or per pound. And this is material that I had, so I used that. These, I showed you these on the last one, and this tag as well. I think I did end up putting a flower on it, but I don't know if I had it done like that when you saw it last. And this is some original school paperwork. And some more of that cash receipt paper, and the brown page from the check things. I just left this side blank so you could fill it in or write on it, whatever you want to do with it. Pull this down so I can get that in there. And then some ticking fabric. And this was the packaging to it was the back of the packaging to my glue sticks. So I just used it as a tag. It was perfect size, so I just covered it with some digital that I had. This is Tanya Samuels paper from Let's Design Creative, and I'll put all her links below. This I made out of some book page. It was like a dictionary or an encyclopedia type thing. This was a little piece of ephemera that I had. This is a label from JenofEve. I used some cheesecloth that I used Tim Holtz oxide. I just put it on the glass and then sprayed some water on it and then mushed the cheesecloth in there. And these were some digital pieces that I had left over from another project, so that went in there. And then another tag with digitals and the railroad paper that I got from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. Book page. Takes a village sometimes. And plus you end up with lots of stuff left over from different projects, so it's good to use it up. This is washi tape that I got from It's All About the Scrapbook. I think it's $49 in Market. It comes in a big box. Let's see, I got it right here. It's washi tape from $49 in Market, and it comes on in a cool box, and it has a roll. And then it also has this little cutter that fits on the box. So you put your roll in there, roll it out, and then just like your foil and all that stuff, and then you just slide the cutter down. Then I put that back in there and close the box up. But yeah, it's $49 in Market. Does it say that on it? But it is. All right, so this was I went to a yard sale, and they had this little book of map pages. So I just used that, slid it in here. This is a tuck spot behind there, and this has that one tag in it. It's book page, foreign language. I don't know. It does have some English in it, so I don't know what kind of language that is. But then I covered the back side with just a plain piece of book page, and digital. This was a paper bag, a digital, and this is some of my jelly print and a piece of ledger paper. And then another check. And I just left the back the way it was, because you could write on that very easily. Ledger paper and some ephemera on here. This flips out so you can put stuff behind it if you want. That tag I think I showed you in the other video. More of the ledger paper on the back side. And then this was a clothing tag, or came on something that I bought. And so I just covered it with papers, digitals. And then these are the ladies, I think from Lorna Taylor at Tailor Made Journals, and some fabric that I had. This is a cabbage dyed paper that I did. My daughter-in-law had purple cabbage, and so she boiled it and was making some tea for a plant or something that she heard was good. And I said, well, I want the water when you're done with it, and I'll put this in there. So I cabbage dyed a bunch of papers, so I love the color. And then this was a funeral card that I just cut in half and then covered it with some original papers and some book page, and then put the ladies on it. And this is more of that fabric that I bought by the pound. And then I've been collecting little bits and pieces, so there's tons of stuff in here that was left, and I put them in there, and I'll have more stuff as time goes on. And I'll put them in each one of the journals. And there's the back. So I'm gonna just tie it up with some sari silk, but I don't have that out yet. So anyway, there you have it. That's it. One signature. And hope you enjoyed that. I'll put some, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I'd appreciate that. And I'll put some videos over here that you might be interested in. All the links will be down below, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye.